My name's Erin. I'm with WDLive, the producer of Culture Night, and what's happening here tonight is we're just kicking things off with an evening of celebration, which will include welcoming delegates from outside the walls of the Vancouver Convention Centre, along with the general public in Vancouver, to celebrate the Women Deliver 2019 conference and amplify the movement for gender equality.
It's a trick, it's a trap, keeps me up at night.
Alongside a lineup of female performers, culminating in an amazing headline performance by Chantal Kerviazic, we have a marketplace featuring a wide array of local female entrepreneurs and nonprofits. So with all of that, you're bound to work up an appetite.
I came from Argentina. I have maybe three post-it to put in the map. Centro de Estudios Legales y Sociales, the National Campaign for Abortion, and the movement Ni Una Menos. It's happy to listen to another experience, and we learn so much one of each other. This is the symbol of the fight for legal abortion in Argentina. It's a green symbol that identifies several generations of women.
We are a young organization who work about gender equality. If we have women in the center of decision, if we have mayor, if we have minister women, if we have parliament from women, they do a lot of change because they are mom at first. And if you are mom, you know what are the needs of your children. For me, it's a good experience because they ask me to have power at first. Power of goods. For me, it's important. Power to exchange with other young people who doesn't have the opportunity to come here. Power to energize, to stimulate a lot of young people in Africa. And maybe my will is one day we organize the Women Deliver Conference in Africa.
It's great. I get to meet a lot of people. The experience is really, really excellent. Also, what drove me to become an advocate for young people is that I lost my mom through the complications of HIV/AIDS, and when I was younger, I faced a lot of discrimination, which is something that is common. And I thought, let me turn my negative into a positive by going about and sharing my experience and teaching people about HIV/AIDS.
I will use my power to remind the young girl out there that they still have power in them, that they're no longer victims. We're survivors who still have so much power within us to use our stories to effect change. As a mother who has tragically lost her daughter to road traffic injury, to campaign with the likes of organizations like the Child Health Initiative. And what we do at the Child Health Initiative is to advocate for the rights of our children. There's no reason that in this day and age, in the 21st century, where we are so advanced with regards to technology and innovation, that we are still battling to tackle these man-made epidemics. Did I always have it in me? I think I've just always, been blessed with the platforms that my grandparents have afforded me, and I don't take that very lightly. And I think it's so important for me to be able to get onto stage and say, I'm Zolega Mandela, I'm a drug addict, I'm Zolega Mandela, I have a child who was killed by a drunk driver, I'm Zolega Mandela, I suffer from depression, I'm Zolega Mandela, I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor.
We've got an incredible lineup of young leaders from around the world.
These are real issues that people are faced with, and not only in developing countries like my home country, South Africa. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to almost turn my negative experiences, again for lack of a better word, into something positive.
Questions that I have here.
When did I regain my power? I think I had to remember that I'm still worthy of change. One of the saddest realizations for me is that I never got the opportunity to make my grandfather proud. Having shamed the family, having humiliated the family, and caused such disgrace to the family. But I'm here today to say, with my story, that it is testament that we can still take control of our lives, and that we can still use our stories to make a difference in this life, and that it's never too late to rewrite your life story. There's a bigger picture here, and the bigger picture here is to make sure that you are creating a world that is better, that is safer for people, where you can be who you are and just, and live to your full potential. And so, with the many, organizations or initiatives that I align myself with, I'm just, I'm proud and I'm happy that, I can be that voice for that child in a developing country who does not have a safe and clean environment. I'm proud that I'm able to come to places like this and, see how it is that I can lend my support to some of the most phenomenal movements.
Estar aquí para mí es una gran oportunidad para que mi voz y la voz de muchas niñas del mundo sean escuchadas.
I think there's some extra seats if you're waiting in the back and you want to grab something. All right, you enjoying the film so far? Yes?
So this year, 2019, is the biggest film festival we've had. We've had more submissions than ever. The quality of films that have been submitted have been amazing.
So I'm really excited to present out of 400 films that I've screened, about 180 films, trailers, scene selects, music videos, poetry videos, PSAs, covering all sorts of different themes and all different regions.
So we have films from Academy Award winners, Oscar winners, Emmy Award winners, big film festival, Hot Docs, which is based in Canada. So it's been great. I have people who literally grab me and they say, this is the best part of the conference. This is where people get to hear the direct stories and the personal stories from women whose issues are being talked about in the conference. First started talking to Women Deliver about the film festival, I was like, we really should be embracing the immersive storytelling space. So that's huge, but we started kind of small where we just chose to do 360 for the first time. We were able to bring in 8 headsets with 12 360 films. And they range from sort of promotional films from some of the NGOs who are here to really story-driven films.
Being a girl is difficult. First, we must face our family, then we have to face society and everyone around us.
One of the experiences we have is from Oculus. They have a VR for Good program where they pair filmmakers with leading organizations to create 360 experiences. So we have one called Girl Icon, which is a collaboration between the Malala Fund and the Oculus VR for Good program.
Even a child's voice can be heard across the world.
So it tells the story of one of the girls who's part of that program and her fight for bringing girls' education to her community. If you watch somebody who's never put on a headset and they put it on for the first time, a lot of the expressions are, oh my God, wow, and they're looking all over the place. Some people are just blown away by the technology.
So it's my very first time to wear that VR headset and really see things on the 3 dimension. So I felt it's like really exciting and yeah.
The difference is instead of being an observer like a voyeur of something, you're actually immersed in the situation. So you look around, up, down, all around, and you can see the entire environment. So it's very cool.
I felt quite inspired. It's a new way of presenting films and like putting things into context. You see a lot of girl advocates here and you see that, why you'd think that why would they be so passionate, and then you see like, this is where they're coming from. It provides more context to what they're saying and all those things.
After I came back from my trip,
like I'm from the Philippines and I'm a bit privileged to not have to deal with all the things hardships that she has gone through. So it's eye-opening and really inspiring for me.
It's a great complement to a lot of the organizations here focusing on policy and programs, and then we have people who are focused on art and storytelling. Art has the power to change the world. Where we are now is that we need to ensure that there is opportunities for artists to be here, not just in Women Deliver, but in this global space, because we are more than entertainers, we are more than performers, we are more than just showing a film. Like I like to say, if you live and survive as a working artist, you have incredible critical thinking, creative thinking, and problem solving skills. So why would you not want those mindsets in rooms talking about solutions to some of these world problems, including tackling gender equality? We need artist scholarships. We need people to be able to be here. We need them on panels. So we're scratching the surface, but yes, art is powerful. We just need to allow that power to elevate.
One of the themes of this year's conference is power. So how do both of you envision using power that you harness from this conference in your work moving forward?
I think one thing that really highlighted it to me was the diverse voices. So I think there's so much power in embracing those diverse and creating more like inclusive spaces around how we can foster gender equality.
There's a lot of power in storytelling and kind of sharing what you're going through from your own background and different perspectives.
Working within the women's rights movement, it really is about the women, creating the opportunities for the women leaders or potential leaders to shine.
I am powerful.
I am powerful. I will change the world.
Empowered women empower women.